I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Monday, July the 13th. Take a look at last week's activities. Everything was real bearish except for cash cattle prices, and that's kind of what we're looking at here. But the board was down hard, really rough, especially your feeder cattle. Closed out last week at 211 1/4 with those big losses on Wednesday from that New York Stock Exchange shutdown and different things like that. But 211 1/4 is not a very good indicator of what cattle are worth, either currently or in August when this contract matures. It's $10, more than $10 back of what the cash cattle index is right now. It's $20 to $30 back of what these strings of cattle are bringing out in the country and these big grazing areas, and it's more than $30 back of what your top quality yearling steers are bringing up in the northern plains where the market's the best with farmer feeder interest. So just a very poor indicator of what cattle are, but it is pressuring prices. Even though last week, still a kind of a holiday interrupted week, your feeder cattle sold mostly steady around the markets where they were tested well enough. But those of us that have a few cattle yet to sell that we want to cash in on this market are getting a little bit nervous because we're not sure how much longer these good prices are going to hold up. Still be good prices, but not as good as what we had earlier in the summer. And your fed cattle sold pretty well last week, steady to weak a little bit, but 150 to 153 on a live basis, mostly 150 to 151 late there, 240 to 242 dressed, which is still pretty respectable, but the board's pulling on that too, and your live cattle ended the week at 147.47. That's going to pull on things. Box beef is really taking a shot here ever since 4th of July holiday. It was down hard. $10 lower on a weekly average last week, and $16 drop in the last 8 trading sessions, which is really a plummet. But we look for that to kind of find some support there in the low 130s there before it goes too much lower. But your slaughter is probably not going to pick back up now that we thought it was, but the packer margins have really went away. But we look at some feeder cattle sales right there. Salina, Kansas last Thursday, after taking a few weeks off there, sold nearly 2 loads of 928-pound steers. You see on Cattle Market Central there for $214.85. We saw a load of steers in Russell Springs, Kentucky, weighing 608, bring $256.10. And Superior had their big week in the Rockies last week, selling 260,000 head. Kind of a stick out sale there on some fall delivery calves. Had 252 head off the ZN Ranch, Saratoga, Wyoming. Weigh 380 at 402 for October unweaned delivery. That's 3 minutes. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.